Hello everybody, I'm the Trailbox Gamer, and welcome back to Ps2uesdays. We're continuing Slide 2 Band of Thieves.
Okay, fellas, I've constructed a plan to get at the clockwork tail feathers. But we'll need to pull off a few more jobs to set things up for the heist. First, Sly will have to pick a few pockets in the theater so that we'll have access to the Spotlight Control Center. Once that's accomplished, we'll be able to turn off all the security around the printing press. We'll need your muscle, Murray, to take out all the exterior alarm horns. We don't want anything to alert the guards while we pull off the big job. And finally, we'll need to get into the discotheque to drop this mirror ball. Trust me, it's all part of the plan.
Normally by now I would have enough coins to actually buy everything in the ThiefNet computer, but the thing is, since I'm kind of speeding through, I don't have that kind of scratch on me, so yeah, I can only get one thing after I sell off the golden painting, which, again, it's a trophy in itself. I'm gonna get the trigger bomb for our upcoming mission. I think the mission I'm gonna go with will be Murray. So, this upcoming mission that we're gonna be doing has another missable achievement. This achievement is called Accuracy is King, and you want to complete silence the alarms picking up only 9 items. Something I discovered is that if you stomp but don't pick up anything, it doesn't lock you out of the achievement, so it's not too difficult if you accidentally press circle by accident. Like, I did that during a fight, and I thought I screwed myself over, but nope, I was pretty good.
Okay, Murray. That alarm horn will tip off Dimitri during our heist. There are 3 of them out here, and I need you to take them out.
Check.
This is going to take some serious muscle, Murray. You're the only guy on the team who can pull this off. Stomp to pick things up, then throw it at those alarm horns. Good luck, pal. This could get rough.
Evildoers feel my wrath.
The hard part with this trophy is that these alarms, they only break after you hit them 3 times. So, Accuracy is King is very accurate to what you have to do. You cannot miss them. Luckily, Murray's pretty accurate when you throw stuff, but you don't want to be too reckless with it.
Heads up, if you leave this area, you'll abandon your current...
I say that the most difficult location would probably be number 2, because it's put in a weird spot, and I think maybe number 3 has a weird hitbox feel to it, but honestly, each one shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. I just remember the first couple times I did try this achievement, and I think it was number 2 that really messed with me. Then again, at the time, I was fighting off like a bunch of guards, and you know, the lock-on feature with the throw was going toward the guards and not really the alarm, so yeah. Some advice is that if you're dealing with a bunch of guards, deal with them first before you throw stuff at the alarm. That way it don't mess with the trophy. I mean, the achievement. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way, everybody. You probably want to go the other way. I mean, it loops around, but here I am in a bad position, because usually with Murray, when I fight, you know, big guards, I like to pick them up, but I can't fight them in this case, so yeah, or, you know, not pick them up, I would throw something at them, but we can't do that right now because of the achievement. Last one. Hello, Mr. Rat. Let me use you real quick. Okay. No enemies are spawning, that's good. We'll just use one of these. Still no enemies, and last one should do it. I think this is also still before I learn that little safe house trick, so we will be running back. I would like to remind everybody that if you're running back to the safe house, to save a few precious seconds, is that you want to exit to the level menu and then select the level that you're just in. It will teleport you back to the safe house. Would it give you much time? No, but you know, any seconds that you could save, the better. Especially for episode 2 and 3. Episode 2 and 3, you still have to beat the game, the level within the hour. And they could be a little difficult, especially with their optional achievements. I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't feel like it. Now for Sly, we do have a couple missions that have missable achievements coming up. Rendezvous by Moonlight, which is one that we're going to right now, has a really tricky one called Nah I'll Walk, meaning you have to beat the mission without running. And if you're wondering what mission it is, well, yeah, it's this mission.
Constable Neela. Another policewoman hot on my tail.
Please, I led you here.
So that Claw Gang slip was a clue. Why are you helping me out?
I'm not as black and white as Carmelita. I know what a menace those clockwork parts are, and I don't want the likes of the Claw Gang putting them to use.
So what? It takes a thief to catch a thief?
Something like that. But if I'm going to trust you in this case, I need to know that you can keep up. Literally.
Literally?
Don't fall behind.
Now at the start, you'll be automatically running. Do not hold R1 because it'll lock out the achievement. Simply just jump around. She will give you a waiting animation every now and then, but if you know where you're going, it shouldn't be that hard to stay ahead of her. You shouldn't really fall too far behind her. I think that if you use your charge attack, you will move forward faster, but the thing is, if that hits Neela, the mission will fail. I'm pretty sure it will say Neela doesn't like getting hit or something like that. So you probably don't want to use that. You should keep up fairly well by just following her. Personally, I do like the jumping things I'm doing here because it feels like I'm keeping up a good pace. And it had something for me to press rather than hold R1, so it kind of keeps my mind distracted. This is one of those achievements that make you do something that normally I wouldn't do in a playthrough. Typically I would follow her running, so yeah, it just feels a little off for me. I think maybe there's another achievement that made me feel off because it wanted you to do a different play style than what I was accustomed to. Yeah, this is the first of, I think, maybe a couple. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, aside from the whole speedrunning thing, yeah, I can't tell you how many achievements ask you to do this mission in under this amount of time. But there are a lot of them. And personally, not my favorite type of achievements, mainly because I like taking my time with the level to enjoy it, you know?
Well done, Sly. We should work well together.
Glad you approve.
Now, legally, I can't enter Dimitri's nightclub without a warrant. But I happen to have obtained a key to his back door, which a person like yourself can use however he pleases.
Oh, we are absolutely going to work well together.
Alright, since we're close to Bentley's mission, I'm just going to tell you the achievement with it so that you mentally prepare yourself. The achievement's called the Charging Tard's Way of Demolition, and you're going to want to beat that mission in under 55 seconds. But luckily, we're not going to be doing that right now. We're going to be completing Theater Pickpocketing, which has an achievement called a Pacifist Run. You want to complete that mission without being spotted and without killing any of the guards, which, honestly, it don't sound that bad. I know that sounds tough, but I think we'd be okay. Just don't get caught.
Okay, Sly. There's the power
Word to the wise, don't get caught.
printing press area. To take care of them, I'll need you to put a splice clip in those spotlights.
Sorry, Bentley, but those fans are spinning way too fast to walk on.
They can be slowed down from this control panel, but you'll have to do a lot of pickpocketing to get at it. The guards are carrying special fragile keys that will be destroyed if you attack. Make sure you pickpocket their keys before you take those thugs out. To pickpocket guards,
I think I've mentioned it before, but in each level there is like a loot that you can pickpocket off of guards, and each individual one has their own achievement name to it. But for now, we're not going to focus on that. That'll probably be like when we come back and actually get all the clue bottles. That's what we'll be doing. Like, yeah, I know I pickpocket some things, but I kind of needed that just to get to 200. Hello, sir. Just go away. I don't have the loot list on top of my head right now, but yeah, Usually some loot carries over to the next level, so some things that you find in level 1 will probably be in level 2. This guy right here on the stairs always gave me some issues, but we'll deal with him first and then we'll go with the guy on the bottom. If I save this guy for last, which I did the first time, I end up accidentally getting caught, so I'm not gonna go with him being like last. I'll just do it how I normally do it.
Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Stand tall and feel beautiful. I hear there's some raccoon dude giving us static. If you all spot this crackerbox,
It's Chatterbox actually, but whatever.
take no credit. Go hardcore, extreme, all over his face. Okay, peace out.
You know what? Gotta give Dimitri this. He at least motivates his workers. Gotta give him that. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like these two down here, they always get out of sync with each other at one point, and when they roam around, like, you know, they go on their little path, I feel like one of them is just a little faster than the other, and it gives you less of a window to pickpocket the other. But then again, this was when I was a kid. It could have been bad timing on my part. It could have also been my nerves, but yeah, that's just what I remember when I first played this as a kid. And like I was talking about earlier about like achievements that kind of changed my style of gameplay. Usually when I pick off the key, I would just like knock them out or kill them off, as the game so nicely puts it. Come on, game, don't fuck with me like this. I can't deal with the camera bullshit. So yeah, this is like another example of like the game changing me how I play up my style just a bit. I guess it is more sneaky though, so ha! Nice and easy. I like to say, oops, that's embarrassing. I like to save this guy for last because he's very straightforward, and in fact I think out of all of them he's the easiest guard to pickpocket because he ain't moving. I remember as a kid, I tried my hardest just to jump to the left and just smash his TV without hitting him so that he doesn't have a TV. I was just a little shit back then. I mean, I guess I am still a shit right now, but I'm not doing it because of fear of messing up the achievement. What weird locks? I never questioned why these locks were here. Like, what the hell?
Use them to get on top of the main chandelier and insert that splice clip.
Gotcha. Nice and easy. All you have to do is hit that circle and we're good to go. We'll be done with this run. And we'll be getting that achievement.
I'm overriding the spotlight security guns.
Beautiful.
That should do it. No more security in the printing press room.
Alright. Now it's up for Bentley's mission, which, like I said earlier, you have to beat under 55 seconds. To be honest, his mission isn't lengthy. It's not that bad, but the time frame of 55 seconds is kind of intimidating. Like, I think the fastest mission that we had to beat was under 1 minute and 30 seconds, and even then, that kind of stressed me out. So, under 55 seconds, you can tell, not really exactly what I'm looking forward to.
You can pickpocket all the guards around the nightclub. Try to find guys carrying shiny loot in their back.
Like this.
We can pop the good stuff for a lot of coin.
But we already got the gold comb.
Here at the safe house.
We need the bronze comb. We have the silver comb, the gold comb. We just need the bronze comb. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of the bronze items I never really want to grab seem to disappear for the achievement. It's like, damn it. Gold comb. Kill me. We don't have time for this. So why am I picking your pocket? It's because I saw you and I wanted to pick up your pocket. But I have a time frame to, keep in. I can't be picking pockets. I could knock one out for not having anything, though. Okay. Mentally preparing myself for this. 55 seconds. Go, Bentley. I believe in you. I know you're a turtle, but I believe you could be speed. We have an ability to run fast later on, but we don't have that now, but just focus on your inner cheetah. It's my advice. Actually, that's also why I got the trigger bomb, is so I could throw it at the things that we need to blow up, so it just goes boom from a distance. That way, we could run a ways, trigger it, and then be closer to the next target. That's why I went for the trigger bomb first.
Okay, Bentley. To get past the laser fence, you'll need to blow it up. Press the triangle button to drop it. Good job.
Yeah. Trigger bomb, blah, blah, blah. Gotcha.
Bomb on him while he's down to keep him that way.
You know, since he was asleep, I could probably just ignore him. Again, it'll probably save a few seconds, but
You
still.
holding up out there in the field?
Fine, I'm just fine. I just need to bomb all the pillars supporting that disco ball and I can get out of here.
What's with taking out the disco ball?
Its impact will shake the nightclub's front peacock sign loose from its mooring. Look, I can't talk now. I've got to keep moving. Keep safe.
All right, run. You know what? Gotta say that they choose a good theme to play in the background. I know I have to be a speedster, but they put a bapping theme, not gonna lie. Get on my way. I only have 55 seconds. I can't afford to be getting screwed over. I could probably run a little more than that. Oh well. What's up? Don't mind me. Gonna ignore you. Hit it. Beautiful. And I think we had 10 seconds to spare. Nice. My only regret is that we're not gonna get to hear the remix.
Wow, Bentley. We felt that all the way back here at the safe house. And you were right. The peacock sign had half of its bolts pop off on impact.
Yeah, we'll come back for that later. That's an achievement in itself, funny enough. And that was gonna be the end, but I thought we still have enough time to do the heist.
Okay, fellas, the dominoes are all in place. Time to pull off the big heist. First, Murray will help me break into the old water tower. From there, I should be able to shut down the plaza fountain. Dimitri's sure to send someone out to get the repair truck. Sly, you'll pickpocket the truck keys off this guy once he shows up, then hand them off to me and Murray in the plaza. We'll go steal the truck while you climb to the top of the nightclub's peacock sign. When you're in position, Murray will fire the truck's winch line up to you and will use it to pull down the sign. If my calculations are correct, the impact should create an entrance to the printing press room. Then, Sly, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we all get the heck out of here.
Now, just to give everyone a heads up, there are 2 missable achievements during Operation Thunderbeak. One is called It's a Rental, which complete the mission without the tow truck taking any damage. And Juice, who's got the juice, is that we have to defeat Dimitri without taking damage. Honestly, they don't sound that bad. I don't know why I went this way. Now I got lost again. But I'll talk more about them when we actually get to those parts. Hello. Don't mind us. We're just here to knock you out. Alright. Nice and easy.
Jump into my arms.
I don't know why as a kid, but this part always got me stuck for some reason. Like, I don't know why. It's so easy. I think the second one, it's because the camera's not moving, but again, not that difficult. This one also got me confused as a kid for some reason. I think it's because I couldn't see the fucking water flow that easily. Back then, my TV wasn't that great, so a lot of the details that you would normally be able to see weren't like coming on. I think at one point, like, I got to level 4, and the TV was so dark that I could not see shit. Like, could not see shit. I think it was either level 3 or level 4, maybe both.
Sly, the water pressure to the fountain should be disabled.
It's off all right. They're already sending out the repair guy to fix it up.
Pickpocket the keys to his repair truck without being seen.
It's moments like this I wish we had silent obliteration, which is a cool ability to have, but I don't think we get that until level 6. basically sudden obliteration does the sneak attack slam move, but without causing any, you know, noise. Alright, bye-bye. See you later. Well, that was easy. I was expecting more of a pull. Here's your key. Go get your truck.
Let's head out for the repair truck.
As a kid, this whole mission actually blew my mind. One, I got to see all three of them out in the field briefly. But just to see them, like, you know, following you without being controlled, it's like, oh, hey, that's cool. We could do shit together, you know? I was easily amused as a kid.
I'll take the wheel. I know how to drive a stick shift.
I don't know why that little comment Murray made. It made me laugh as a kid. Like, okay, you know how to drive a stick shift? Good to know. I'll add it to the trivia page. Edit. Murray knows how to drive a stick shift. Duly noted. Nice and easy. Avoid this because the bottles we're gonna save up until the next episode. I think we actually did pretty good on avoiding them all. I think we only got nothing, which is cool. I mean, by now I figured I'd get one by accident.
Get ready to grab the tow harpoon.
Oh, okay. This one's always a little difficult for me to shoot because I can never get it on the first try. Too low.
Sorry.
Still too low. There we go. Perfect. Third time's a charm. Now, like I said, it's a rental. You want to protect the truck from the guards that are popping by. They come in threes. I noticed that they come in threes. When they do their charge attack, you want to smack them. If you need to take a hit, take the hit. Something I figured out, not intentionally, but if you smack the truck yourself, it doesn't hurt the truck. So if you need to use your charge attack to smack up a bunch of rats, but you're too close to the truck, do it. I try to keep them at a distance from the truck, more in front of the truck rather than near it, because I know that if you hit them, they do have like a little jump up attack that can hurt you, and I don't know if it would cause damage to the truck, but I figure that since it hurts you, it probably, you know, causes damage to the truck, so I'm trying to avoid that. Right here, I kind of panicked a bit because he was like too close, but everything went well.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Bentley.
Okay, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we're out of here.
Now, we'll be fighting Dimitri. This is where it gets tricky. If you mess up, you have to exit the job and restart the heist all over again, so try not to mess up. Luckily, his patterns aren't that bad.
So, raccoon, let's do this. You're like totally bumming my house up and bringing me down. So very uncool. Why can't you let birds and bees be free, bro?
Listen, Dimitri. You have no idea what you're playing with. It'll bring more than your house down.
Look, bro, I see you are a tough cowboy. A man with taste, style, vision, a connoisseur of finer things. Like me. Look, I'm sure the two cats in a bag like us can work something out. Yeah? We smooth. Yeah? Look, see the money. You like the money. You can take all you want. I can.
No deal. You and the rest of the Claw Gang have to be stopped. Clockwork will never again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea what you're saying. And your suit sucks.
No! Let's dance!
So he has like two phases that I like to call the firing phase and the melee phase. He's gonna start off with the firing phase. You wanna hide behind these barrels and let him shoot. After the third shot, his gun malfunctions, giving you time to run up to him and smack him around, which enters the melee phase. he has 2 attacks. That sweep and the uppercut. You could avoid the sweep by jumping over it, but honestly, it's best if you just back off. With the uppercut attack, you just want to back off too. When he does that animation, he's going back into the firing phase, and that indicates you to hide behind a barrel. Now, these barrels, they aren't invincible. They will break after some time, but by then, you should be, you know, done with his phase. Like, it shouldn't be a problem, but just be aware that they do break. So, during the melee phase, you don't want him being in the center area. Like, push him off into, like, a corner or something. This should be the last, which, honestly, not gonna be a problem. 2, 3, 4th one, go kick his ass. See, like I said, it could break the barrels. Nice and easy. Now, this last bit should have been it. I should have beaten him, but I want to end it with a cool flourish, and I paid the price. And I had to start over. If you're wondering about the health, it's because the actual heist hurt me, not this guy. Again, if you're wondering if an achievement's present, just look to the bottom right. If the icon's showing, then you're good. If it's not, then you want to restart whatever achievement you're going for. I just want to end it with a cool flourish, but nah.
You take clockwork feathers and my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You... Crackerbox!
It's Chatterbox, but you're close enough. Anyway, we'll be completing this episode. We're gonna let the cutscene play out, and we'll be calling it a day. We'll be coming back for the bottles, the loot, and any treasures that we missed. Well, you know, trying to beat this under an hour.
My gang and I had done it. The clockwork tail feathers were ours, and Dimitri's counterfeiting operation was ruined. Due to the untimely arrival of Carmelita, my escape got a little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri, shutting down the nightclub and throwing the frustrated forger behind bars. The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. Bentley wanted to try out his new card counting formula, and I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
With that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. How long did it take, actually? How long did episode 1 take? Oh, wow. Not bad. But we'll be continuing on in the next episode. So, bye.